what you hear and even what you see with your own eyes, in most instances, is not the whole story. What's happening, y'all? This is Mike D with Black Fathers Now, where we're bringing the village to the brothers. Every couple of weeks, you can look forward to a quick inspirational message or a thought-provoking guest with knowledge and wisdom, all geared towards helping you be the best father that you can be. We're bringing the village to you. Now it's your turn to do something with what you learned. All right, y'all. Let's go. What's going on, fellas? This is Mike D, Mr. Double Down on You, with another episode of Black Fathers Now. Hope y'all are having a great day. Oh, hey, I hope you've also had a chance to listen to my previous episode 205 with Michael Gardner. The brother's story is amazing. Like, real talk, he's into sewing clothes for his daughter, and he started doing so as a means for connection and building a bond with his daughter. So y'all check that one out, man. I love to really chat with eclectic brothers who, bring different perspectives to the table. So check it out. On another note, if you are a to-be father, meaning you're about to be a dad for the first time, or ladies who are listening, if you're connected to a guy, a man, your husband, your son, your friend, whatever, who is about to be a father for the first time, make sure to check out my new course, Jumpstart Fatherhood. Jumpstart Fatherhood is a 15-module course that's going to equip you with everything necessary for you to step into fatherhood with courage and confidence. Like, from the brothers that have checked it out, that have gone through it, especially those that are already dads, every last one of them has hit me back with the feedback that, yo, man, I wish I had known this going into fatherhood. So, real talk, Jumpstart Fatherhood is the new course from Double Down on You Personal Development. So check it out. The link is in the bio, or you can go directly to Black Fathers Now and click on the link for Double Down on You, and it'll take you directly to the platform where you can get enrolled in my first course, Jumpstart Fatherhood. So, today is going to be a quick message, and I'm going to talk about inspections. So if anybody listening has ever bought a house, and you bought a house with a mortgage, that mortgage company requires you to get an inspection. If you've ever bought a house and you buy that house with a mortgage, and you're going to have a mortgage on the house, that mortgage company requires you to get an inspection. I'm getting tongue-tied there. To get an inspection. And why? The mortgage company wants to protect their investment because ultimately they own the house until you fully pay it off, right? But they also want to make sure that what is seen actually matches up to what it actually is. So usually when you see a picture of a house for sale, the realtor is going to put the best pictures forward, right? They're going to present this house well. If you go and walk through the house, my wife and I like to go through and, see houses and stuff. When you walk through the house, sometimes those houses are staged, right? They want to make them look really, really good. They want to make sure that the imagery or the things shown in the house make it show up in the best light, right? They want you to walk in there and see the best of that particular house so that, one, you pay the highest dollar, but then two, you can kind of see yourself living there, right? But inspections are required before you're able to buy that house if you're buying it with a mortgage. Because everything or most things aren't always what they appear to be. Most things aren't what they appear to be completely. And so that's why mortgage companies require you to get an inspection. And when I was thinking about that concept, I was thinking about this concept that we used to hear growing up, and it was believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. And when you think and you process that, why you are told that is because what you hear and even what you see with your own eyes, in most instances, is not the whole story. What you hear and even what you see with your own eyes, in a lot of instances, is not the whole story. And that's the same thing with buying a home. A lot of what you see on the picture is not really telling you the whole story. And so when you think about the concept of inspections or the need for inspections, it's basically the need for you to kind of lift the hood up and kind of do a little deep dive here. You know, I bought a used car, I think it's about 3 years ago, and we have a neighbor who's a mechanic. And so he does all the work on our cars and things of that sort. And so when I was looking for a car, you know, I was looking on Craigslist and looking online and all. Any car that I, became interested in, I immediately took it over to his shop for him to give me a rundown and say like, hey, Mike, this is a go, or Mike, this is a no, right? And obviously I had a decent number of no's before we came to the car that we actually found and bought a few years ago. But the reality is I needed an inspection because everybody's going to put their best foot forward as it pertains to the imagery. But does that imagery match up to what it actually is? So I wanted to challenge you brothers and sisters listening today to make sure to do inspections on the things that are presented to you. When somebody gives you information, when somebody shoots you a story, when somebody gives you a headline, when something's trending on social media, when something happens, even if it's something that you ride by and you happen to see with your own eyes, before you run with that information, think about the concept of inspections. Because what you see is not always what it is. That just might be an image of what it is. The reality is what it might really be could be something totally different, but you have to do a deep dive. You have to do inspections to uncover that. Okay? So, because everything that you see legit might not be what it is for real. I mean, that's happened to me in so many different instances where you ride by, you think this is it, but then when you do a deep dive, you're like, whoa, this is something totally different. But that was never uncovered until inspections were done. All right. So fellas, ladies listening to, be mindful and always do inspections as it pertains to the things that are presented to you, because what you see might not be what it really is. All right. Well, hey, as always, make sure to follow Black Fathers Now on social media. Share this episode out. The goal of this is to really help each and every person that listens to it. Right. I want you all to be the best versions of yourself, because when you're the best version of yourself, everybody that you interact with gets that best version of yourself, and somebody gets blessed by you being that. And so I want to encourage everyone to walk in purpose and do your thing. Visit blackfathersnow.com. If you're a to-be dad, enroll in Jumpstart Fatherhood. It's going to help you. Yeah. And until next time, y'all be blessed, well, and wise. And I'll holler at you. Peace.
Yo, fellas, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And always visit blackfathersnow.com, as well as follow Black Fathers Now on virtually every social media platform you can think of. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Just follow us and engage with us, man. Look forward to hearing from you. And I guess until next time, I'll holler at you. Peace.